Good to go now?
Yeah, we're going.
RightonQuelive, we're live. Special edition episode. Some great conversation going on off mic. Might relate into it. Nigga, no. But yeah, so introduce yourself, sir.
I'm Maximilian, Maximilian, black guy, Max Ali.
Returning for one too many times, some people may say.
It's a bag, most people.
we got Rap Madness, Heavy Facts, artistic integrity. Shout out to artistic integrity. Toxic Intermission, New Year's Eve episode. Yeah, we got a bunch, whatever. But today we're here to talk about Priceless. What Priceless means, the album. Yeah. So, why Priceless? What does the album mean to you? What does it represent by the time you are in your life?
Great question to start at. One,
I try, sir. I try.
I appreciate you having me sharing your platform. I always say that to you. So I always want to relay that.
Thank you. Appreciate it always. Before we get to that, fuck your album. Is that door closed, right? Yeah, so your fucking album. But yeah, so we are live though. We are live. That you were featured on. The album is still out. Streaming any platform you listen to music at, whatever.
You really just fucked up my Oprah level segue. That's what I was going to.
We got in sync.
Fumbled the bag.
Wince. You got to sit in the pocket. You can't keep running.
Fumbled the bro.
I'm good back. Flea flicker.
Facts.
Back to you, Ken.
So, I appreciate you sharing your platform. You always allow me to come on the show, express everything I'm doing. And then also...
where you going with it?
Literally, I was the first verse on the album, so I appreciate you even believing in my talent to put it on your album.
Yes, sir.
Things like that. So, We Are Live is available everywhere. RightonQuelive, you search it.
Oh, okay.
Stream We Are Live,
cool.
stream all the songs, find new artists, listen to new hip-hop, and just support people.
All right, I like that segue. Yeah, I fuck the money up. But definitely, something else I say too. Oh yeah, if you listening, subscribe, share the podcast, YouTube, iTunes, SoundCloud, all the good shit, whatever. Send it to your ex, send it to your future, send it to your prospects. And I'm actually shooting the first video soon. She's Gotta Have It featuring One Take Dave, Just Taji, and Sierra Chantel. She felt like saying that. Hopefully it goes well. Hopefully I'm not a fraud myself, whatever. But yeah, we shooting that soon. Video gonna be done. First video album. We shooting more after that for the album.
Yeah.
Back to you, Priceless.
Yeah. So, Priceless. I actually came up with it. I was working on an album maybe for like 2 years now, working on different songs, working out the kinks and stuff. And I'm the type of person like the title has to move me and speak to me. So I had a bunch of different titles I was working through. And I was having a conversation with my brother, and I was just going through a lot just in my personal life. And he was like, yeah, what you going through, like, it's meaning behind that, and it's meaning you're going to be able to pass to other people, your kids, things like that. And he was like, that's going to be worth more than the $100 you lost or the $200. That's going to be priceless. And when he said it, I was just like, oh, shit, like, that's certain words we use daily, but I feel like we don't really comprehend the meaning of it until it hits us. At least for me, I can speak for myself. That it's like when he said priceless, like I really thought like something that's so valuable, a price can't be put on it. And I was just like, wow, like that's the part I feel I'm at in my life where I was putting prices on everything in my life, and life removed certain things that had prices and was like, now what is your life? Does it still have a price with all these things that had prices gone? And it was like, wow, this shit is priceless. So that's how I got to it.
And also, you shared the influence of having a certain price on the Priceless album from Nipsey. Talking more about that, whatever. Why you charging what you're doing? What comes with this price and all that stuff.
Yeah. So I thought the irony of it is that like the duality of being like an artist, right? It's like you get to a priceless point in your life, but then you have to sell your album, right? So I just wanted it be something priceless about it, the selling point. So to me, my birthday is January 1st, and I never put out anything on my birthday. And I always wanted to do that. I'm just like, it's the start of the year, and I'm just like, all right, I'm gonna put it out on my birthday. But I'm just like, I've just never been a fan of streaming because I just feel like that's just like, I'm a hustler. That's just a BS way of like, you never making money. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, yo, how am I going to do this?
Because break, I know you're familiar with the math and all that shit. A lot of people brag about streams and all these type of shit, whatever.
Yeah,
but
that shit don't mean nothing. But pretty much you get a penny per stream. So you getting a penny per stream where somebody has got you got Spotify or Apple Music, you paying $10, $15 a month. They only giving a penny to each artist that's getting their song streamed, right? So if you unsigned, let's just say you might do 1,000 streams a month. At a penny, $10. So you making that subscription in a month. All they do is pay you one subscription. Now they got millions of people subscribing. So they're literally, if they got 2.5 million subscribers, they're making 2.5 million times what they're paying you.
And I like these systems because it's not about like, you know, I say a lot of times like, I don't care about rich woes me rich stories or rich something shit like that, whatever. But shout out to the super uber successful artists, whatever, but also people that's like budding stars or trying to become budding stars and, you know, make a way in this field or career or whatever. But still, the principle is like, it's not about like, yo, like I want to make more of what I'm doing. I feel like I'm worth more. No, but the money is also there. Like it ain't like you trying to say like, yeah, you paying $10 for every music. You feel good about, you know, ripping off artists that put their blood on it. No, you can keep paying $10. Yeah. These niggas are just holding all the money with all these streaming platforms and label deals on shit, whatever. The money is there. They just like, oh, y'all get your pennies. We gonna keep literally the 95 point whatever percent of that shit, whatever. Yeah. Like, and our scriptures are well enough to make sure everybody is proportionally and properly fed. Like.
And that's the thing that it's like, to me, I'm just. Like, when I first started making music, 2015, my first album came out, I sold my album on iTunes. I sold 100 and something copies at $10. So I made thousands of dollars. The first time I ever made that much money in my life. Second album, same thing, made thousands of dollars off of it, selling a couple hundred copies. So to me, it was never, I already knew streaming was like, I'm cool. 1,500 streams equal one sold. Like, that don't mean nothing. Like, $10 equal one sold to me. So how if it's 1,500 streams equaling $10? Probably not. So I'll take this. Or it might be, depending on the service. So it's like, I'll take that. I'll take the person hand in hand giving me the $10 rather than waiting for $1,500. I'm cool. So to me, that theory just doesn't make sense. So I was trying to reinvent it. So I was just like, yo, I already have my merchandise for my website that people buy, wear, things like that. People think I'm pretty fashionable, so people shop there.
That's what I say.
I mean, people buy the clothes you design.
That's what they say. Talk heavy, King.
You know people gonna kill me.
I'm not saying talk heavy, King. Yeah. People say I'm fly. It's like a bitches say. You know what the bitches say, like? Continue, King.
So to me,
once upon a time, you said something very blasphemy. I don't think I ever said it on the air before.
No, don't say it on the air.
I mean, it ain't that great. It ain't that great. It's almost South Philly niggas.
Oh yeah, that's a fact. You know.
Once upon a time, I heard this nigga saw me dead in my face, looked me dead in my eye follicles, and said, "Yo."
Wait, before you say it, this is going to be what niggas take from this whole interview. This is the only part niggas take from this interview. Continue, my nigga.
This nigga looked me
album is available right now.
He looked me dead in my eye sockets and said, "Now, Q." Now he didn't just say it. He said like he knew I knew it. Like he like we all know it. It's like yo, like we all know like what's something like that. Like we all know like AI really from Philly. Like we know that from
that's a fact.
Shit like that. Like we know that Jordan could dunk. Shit like that. That's like Q. You know South Philly niggas are flies niggas in Philly.
Any thorough nigga.
And I've like
listen. Any thorough nigga that was thorough before Instagram and Twitter came out is going to concur.
And I was like, yo, Max, let me tell you something. I heard a lot of things about South Philly. Never heard that ever in my days. And I asked older people.
OG Julius came through.
No.
Listen.
He said you was cool, so I didn't want to hurt your feelings.
You see, here you go.
Dead serious.
That's not what he said. He said, no. He said, back when I was coming up, back when I was coming up, South Philly niggas was looked at as a stylish niggas, but I'm a West Philly nigga, and I always felt like we was more stylish than them. I'll take that.
I don't remember that.
Oh, wow. You was off like 8 shots. I respect it. You know, I'm sober, so.
Talk about it.
You know, I respect it.
But anyway, black art you selling for the price of that.
So main thing was that I wanted to give people a package and be able to benefit from it. So I was like, if I put my album out on January 1st, that's 101. I'm like, yo, what if I sell my album for $101? Like, what would that mean? And I'm just like, damn, how would that look? So I was like, all right, I'm gonna sell my album for $101, but I can't just be like, yo, my shit hot, buy it for $101. So I'm like, well, I got my website. Like, through my website, I can make you stream my album exclusively, but what if I gave you merchandise with it? What if I gave you a ticket to my next show with it? Now it's an experience, you know what I'm saying? Like, I always think, like, yo, and this is like let's just say when Yeezus was dropping, like Kanye was on his fashion wave, and I'm like, let's just say he dropped Yeezy Season 1 the same day as Yeezus, the same day as the 720's first drop. the world would have stopped for Kanye because he's moving all of these things at once. That it's like, wow, like whatever date that was in history is going to be Kanye Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. So I just think to me that was like creating an experience was always been what I like put in detail with my rappers that I like. They created experience for me that I can relate to. So the $101 was like I created experience. I could give you a hoodie or a hat or a t-shirt, whatever you want. And then I could give you my album before it comes out 2 months so you can have it. And you get to come to my next show. Because you're going to get it when it's out on the streaming services anyway. So if I create an experience for you, I can sell it for $101.
And I remember you first tweeting about this or whatever. And I was like, all right, nigga, you tripping. Like, you know, I remember Nipsey did. I'm like, that nigga was tripping. And I'm like, oh, no, I was tripping. Like, you know, I thought no way hell was able to sell copies or whatever, let alone sell out and gotta re-up and shit like that, whatever. Yeah. But at the same time, in hindsight, all right, cool. I guess, you know, still unbelievable, whatever. But I'm like, oh yeah, I can see how that makes sense. You got the coast on your back. You've been doing shit for 10 years at that point, damn near. All right, cool. You got a fan base that stretches out, or you can sell 100 copies of that, cool, right. Or 1,000 copies, whatever it was. But I'm like, yeah, and I get the theory of an inspiration and influence. But I'm like, yeah, Max, regardless of what you trying to, before you really developed the whole bundle thing I did, I was just like, I get what you're saying with the whole mission to get streaming. But I'm like, nigga, you ain't that yet, whatever, you know? So I'm like, nah, like, I don't think it just makes sense on a practical level. And in this economy, hashtag, like, you know, I can love Max Max, I all I want. Think this shit is dope, nigga, fly ass nigga, rare nigga from South Philly. I can think all these things, whatever. Like, I don't got $101 for it. I was gonna come out in 2 months. Right. So I appreciate that you're like, oh yeah, no, let's make it a whole thing. Shout out to your box, the Gold Mine Black Art box, whatever. Dope. And that's why like it's a dope presentation that you can tell it put time into it. Not just like, quick flip, whatever it is, I'm trying to pay some bills real quick. You know, it wasn't that, whatever. So
that was one thing the album taught me too, was like just detach from my understanding of money, because like I grew up poor, so it's like I finally got money. Like we'll get to it, but like that's the point of the song Icarus. Like I finally get this thing I've been trying to get my whole life, but how do I handle it? Like of course I'm gonna fuck it up, you know what I'm saying? So it's just like now I detach from that because I've made money, I've had money and blew it, spent it, whatever. And it's like now I understand, like, yeah, making money ain't the deepest thing. Like if you give people, I mean, not to get too deep, if you give people your heart, you give people something that's purely you, and they genuinely relate to that, fuck with that, like, they gonna support it, you know what I'm saying? So I just think before it was streaming, before it was social media, before it was currency to exchange, people were supporting shit that they truly believed, truly felt aligned with. So that's what I was trying to tap into.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If someone else sold out for $100, would they be biting you or just inspired coincidentally?
I mean, it depends how you do it. If you do it the exact way I do it, yeah, you know what I mean, you biting the style.
No matter what.
If you do it the way I do it, you know, like if I came in and I was like, you know what, Q, like, you had me as a guest, you know, I want to start a podcast. And you like, oh, word, like, that's decent, you know what I'm saying? I'd be like, yeah, you know, I'm thinking about call it Left on W. Live. No, not live, recorded. Left on W recorded. You know what I'm saying? You gonna be like, +2 carried on. Nigga, that's my shit. Like, so it is what it is. Like, I think I'm cool with inspiring people and people seeing something and getting a new idea from it. Like, I think that's what the world is about. Like, that's truly why I do art. It's like to create stuff for people to be able to express themselves. But you also gotta give people credit. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't plagiarize. You gotta note where you got that from. So I just think if you do it exactly like me, you know, just give the person credit. The same way I'm gonna give Nipsey credit. Like, I didn't say $101 because Nipsey did it, but once I got 101, I was like, yeah, and Nipsey did it, so I gotta give him that salute. Whether it's from him or not, he did it before. Like, I gotta give him that.
Because you possibly, I believe you feel this way that because he was brave to do it.
Yeah,
you feel like,
if he wasn't brave, I would have had this whole idea and been like, nah, $101, nah, he wild. Nipsey did that shit and re-up, flipped it, went on tour, came back, did it again, still sold it, sold out of. That's where I got it from.
And then times it by 10 and did it again.
Yeah, that's where I got it from. Like, even if that's not exactly, that's where I got it from. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, without Nipsey Hussle, I wouldn't be able to do this. So if you getting something from me or you inspired from something from me, like, pay it forward. That's all it is.
And you, because you've also stayed in other facets where you feel maybe an influence is like understated or overlooked in a sense, whatever you feel like.
Yeah, I like.
And certain things you've done or whatever.
Yeah, so to me, I'm not the type that's like, I don't want to take the credit for something like I did this. It wouldn't happen without me. I just think like you give people credit for the role that they played. Like, yo, this bigger picture, I played role C in it. So I just want my credit for role C.
And now you're D or E.
Exactly.
But, yeah.
So that's how I feel about it. Where it's like I can't imagine like NBA players getting $200 million contracts and be like, yo, fuck the niggas that was getting $30 million contracts before me. I did this on my own. It's like, nah, they was getting $30 million and saying I should get paid more. So now you're getting paid more, nigga. Like, pay it forward. You know what I'm saying? So I just think for me, it was always one of those things of like keeping in mind where this shit came from.
Yeah, it's funny you said the whole podcast thing. Literally, I was having a conversation with the girl I always tell you about that, like out of touch with shit.
Yeah.
But she cool perspective on things.
Yeah.
She's like, like I think I'm gonna start a podcast. I was like,
Carry the one.
yeah, I like now if she was like a more generally in tune person, I'm like, cool. Like I done had fucking probably like a third of my guests say, I'm gonna start a podcast now. Yeah, I've been meaning to do it. And most of them don't, or most of them start and shit that happen. But whatever, I can roll with that. At least you kind of like, you aware of what's going on. She don't fucking listen to podcasts, so she like, yo, I think I can do it. I was like, But shout out to her.
Yeah.
And once she did gave me some more of the insight on what she was thinking about, no, go for it. I respect that. That's definitely different. And
if she call it on Left on W recorded,
for sure. Yeah.
2 + 2 always equal 4.
You feel rap is dying? We've had conversations about like, because when people hear it, they're super triggered. Especially if you're fans of certain people that's out now. You fan of like the diversity and the freedom, whatever. But also when you really think about where it's like 5 years ago or so, when people had that same sentiment, they were like, "What you mean? The highest selling niggas is Cole, Kendrick, and Drake, and Big Sean be up there sometimes, and Chance was coming out snapping, and Wale was doing better back then. Like the most successful niggas are they gonna be rapping?" But then you look at today, of course, the people are still around to a certain degree, all of them. But then just at this point, also they're all veterans, to say the least, whatever.
Right.
So you look at the next stars, like you look at like all the stars now, and then even further, who's the next budding stars who's really rapping?
Right.
Like, and again, if you want to do something else besides rapping, that's cool. Music, good music is good music to a certain consensus or a demographic, whatever.
Right.
But then when it comes to like the art or craft of rapping and lyrical ability, is that dying out to a certain degree, whatever.
I mean, I think history repeats itself, and I remember before this generation came, it was rap is dying. Real hip hop lyricism led hip hop is dying, and then
because all the mainstream people.
Yeah, exactly. And then Cole, Kendrick, and Drake to a certain extent, and Wale and Big Sean, like then people who lyricism led rappers came out, and it was like, oh, okay, we needed that. Yes. Yeah. So I just went by saying traditional hip hop, but I think it's always those ebbs and flows of like music, especially black music, because we so diverse. But I just think like for the past like 7 to 10 years, like we've really been in a trap. You know what I mean? Which is like, trap is phenomenal. We're gonna remember this when we 50 years old. Like, yo, turn on that was my shit. You know what I'm saying? But it's like now there's no diversity in it. Everything is the same technology, the same formula. That is like I'm 25. I listen to niggas' music and can't tell who it is. That's terrible. So I just think at a certain point, yeah, it's dying, but it's a rebirth coming.
And you feel you kind of put a lot of that, a good amount of that blame on those vets, because you feel they possibly could have done more for like the next class, because
I think
the previous generation.
Yeah, I think personally it's like everybody from this generation gets on from lyricism-led artists before them. So whoever you're relating to, besides like Chance the Rapper, he's like an outlier because he's unsigned. But I think for the most part, everybody else would be lyricism-led artists. So to me, it's like, how many artists in this generation has signed a lyricism-led artist?
And just for the context, Drake, Wayne, Cole, Hove, Wale to a certain degree, Ross, Meek Ross.
Big Sean is Kanye.
Yeah.
I mean, even Nicki Minaj is Lil Wayne.
Yup.
If we think of other rappers that came out, I mean, Kendrick Lamar is Dr. Dre to a certain extent.
But definitely of that elk. Of
Yeah,
that traditional,
exactly.
For sure.
So
and the whole TDE shit.
Yeah, whole TDE, you know what I'm saying? Where it's like, I feel like they branch out because Kendrick Lamar's success, because of the branch he came under. Right. So now you get Schoolboy Q, you know what I mean? So I think a lot of it is just like...
And, but like I said, like I've been telling you that, like, I know you be critical of Cole to a certain degree, but I'll be feeling like, again, I feel like Cole could do whatever things different, but I'm like, I can appreciate how his legacy is shaping up at this point in his career, because it's like, I don't love Dreamville, but I can appreciate, one, him pushing him, how he's doing it now, whatever, and at least, some of them are good. Like, some of them are, like, above average, whatever.
Right.
And he put together a cool project. Like, I appreciate the marketing about it. And, but more than that, I just like that he put them on, though. Like, he really got a bunch of niggas. They all kind of can fill their own spaces of a lane, and then he could push them on. So I appreciate that from him. Outside of that, though, niggas not really doing it.
Yeah, exactly. So I just think, like...
And they be rapping. The niggas, they are traditional rappers. So.
Yeah, so, like, what you take from that, like, it's not... No, it don't make them terrible people or anything like that. It's just, I think we gotta keep in context. Like, sometimes I feel like our culture loses context of what we're trying to accomplish, the bigger picture, when we get caught in moments. And it's like, the bigger picture is that we try to keep this hip hop shit forever, because this is how millions of motherfuckers have fed their family. And it's a lineage of things that have made it what it is. It's like we have to keep that lineage going. And that don't mean they gotta sign me. It's just like, but we also gotta keep wide-spanned. We gotta keep R&B music alive. We gotta keep reggae music alive. Like, all these forms of black music, we gotta keep alive, because this is how we became so expansive. If we literally just limit it to just the trap, it's no longer expansive.
Do you feel that, you said it before, but like, expound on it, like when you're trying to be great, people judge you differently. Like they judge you with a different type of curve, and because you feel you're trying to pursue, like you're outwardly or expressively pursuing something great instead of being like, in a different manner, I suppose.
Yeah, like one thing I realized was like, I think for anybody, when you're trying to do something special, definitive, great, priceless, or different, you automatically gonna get judged on a different scale. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of times, like, I get mad and I'd be like, yo, they don't understand this, or they didn't feel this, or they don't know what I meant by that. And then I'd be like, yeah, but excuse me, I'm literally not rapping like today's sound, so I'm taking them somewhere that they might not particularly want to be. I'm also like taking my time coming up with these bars, these flows, these stories, these concepts, a place they might not want to be thinking about. It's like, they're not going to judge me on that same scale. The guy that just make the song you could drop in the club and the beat crazy, they're going to go off if it was an instrumental. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, they're not even going to judge me on that scale. Like, LeBron doesn't get judged on the scale of what it is to be a good player. He doesn't get judged on the same scale as CJ McCollum. If LeBron had CJ McCollum numbers, he would be in a down year. He need to retire. Mm-hmm. And not to say anything's wrong with CJ McCollum, who's a great player. It's just the scale we're going to judge different type of greatness on. Mm-hmm. So I just think if you aspire into that type of greatness, they're going to judge you on a different scale. Like, you got to get your skin ready for that, because they're going to have the darts coming to you, because they're going to judge you on a different scale, whether you want it or not.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and let's really talk about it for a second. I felt the same way in regards to like the We Are Live album, where I felt like, and not that, people were like, and again, we two niggas with tough skin, and but I felt like people had interesting, peculiar responses or like nitpicks of criticism towards the album, whatever. Like, and then go back to the scale or the bar. It's like, when you're saying certain things, what is the bar that you're comparing it to, whatever? Like, are you comparing this to Dr. Dre 2000? Right. Or like My Beat with Dark Just a Fancy? Right. Or are you comparing it to other...
Homie down the street just dropped his mixtape.
Yeah, but with a less thing they were trying to do, so you just take it for what it is. And like, it's interesting how people their perspective is reality. What you choose to look at, what you choose not to look at certain times, whatever. And then even further, what you choose to overlook because of whatever certain agendas, whatever. Right. So
because I'm like, people get $5 million budgets to record their album, and that should be trash. And you don't look at it like you spent all this money and made this track. You just like, oh, I just wasn't feeling this artist, but I still love them. You know what I'm saying? Because they signed to a major, they famous, celebrity, whatever, blah, blah, blah. It's like, I'm using $2,000 to make my album. And I get the most out of that $2,000. They got the least out of the $5 million. Whose album was better?
Yeah, and cause that's one thing that was so funny to me, like, cause we was working on We Are Live during when Dreamville was happening.
Yeah.
But then that didn't come out until what, summertime?
It don't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter. So when it came out, I was just like, okay, this joint cool, whatever. And I was just amazed that people was looking me dead in my face and talking about, yo, this joint hot, like, yo, you heard Wells Fargo? Like,
I got Wells Fargo and I didn't like that.
And they'd be like, yeah, your album's cool though. Like, you know, it was decent. And I was just like, and then it's not even about me and my vision, what I feel like I accomplished. I literally wholeheartedly believe the niggas on that album don't rap better than the niggas on this album. So that really blew my mind. I'm like, y'all really gassing, you know, shout out, Cole did his job. He was good. Shout out to Baby Verse. Shout out to Dreezy Verse. Iron Lennox hook was good. Sacrifices fire. Everybody else is just decent. Down Bad is fire. GID good on that hook, whatever. And Earth Gang is interesting. I gotta look more into them. I'm not even shading them. GID is interesting. I'm not into it, but I can understand why somebody like that. Boss and Omen and Kaz are literally mediocre, like, to say the least, whatever. So, like, and that's what makes it. And it was an interesting thing to be creating something like something else that you feel generally is like barely above average or barely average, and see they get, I guess, Grammy nominated now for like rap album. So it's interesting to see that, and people be like,
ain't far off.
Yeah, so like people like, yo, this is dope, and I was just like, yo, like again, it's not about me, but like, no, literally, I feel like niggas on my album are better than that, and that's all it'll take of like a certain different budget, certain different look, and niggas be looking at these niggas like yeah, that's why like it ain't like the like when you had like Prom Wayne, they did We Are Young Money, or that's the Dynasty.
Made one.
Go classic.
Yeah,
like something like that. Wale, Meek, Ross. Not peak powers, but like, you know, momentum going into the peak powers, whatever. All right, cool. Like, I can get the hype. And it was dope, whatever. But like, so it's like, I'm not trying to say these niggas are better than Ross or Prime LA or Meek, whatever. But no, my niggas was better than them Dreamville niggas, like by a landslide. Like, niggas like, so that was just interesting.
I personally think the intro verse, my intro verse, is
Shout out to
better than a lot of the verses on that album. Just by sheer averages. Now, you know what I mean? And I just think, that's what I'm saying. It's like you'll put your hard work, your time, dedication, so much thought into something, and then people just be like, nah. It's like literally like if you were signed and put out that exact same album, people be like, yo, he changed the city. Oh my God, the city's never seen it.
Yeah.
Build a statue, knock down Rocky.
If Meek just put the DC stamp on it,
that's all it is.
that's the album Philly history.
I mean,
like literally.
Really how it is. So
Yeah.
I just think that's all it was, bro.
But you know. Yeah, no,
I think it's a great album.
But like, no, can't think of the word, but like, it's not that deep. Like, yeah, it's fine, whatever. Next album coming, not soon, but yeah, we're working on it soon, whatever.
Another album.
2 actually.
Another one. Another 2.
Ooh, talk about what's up, podcast. What is your relationship to God? You reference that in certain analogies and reference points, and you say it in your music, whatever, this and that. But just what is your relationship to your thoughts or feelings, God, universe, all that stuff?
Yeah, so kind of relate to my last album, Marxism. But personally, I feel like the spiritual journey that I've been on to understand myself, my purpose, my being, my family, is that like God really in all of us. And you gotta, like, I feel like God put us here and he gave us these souls because these souls have messages, right? And he gave you a brain because you get to make your own decisions, whether you figure it out, whether you take a different path, what you make of it. And that's your story. So to me, it's like when our souls are moved by something, you feel that. Your brain might be telling you something different, but your soul feel it. Your soul's like, yeah, she the one. Yeah, that's the move. Yeah, don't go there. But your brain like, nah, I'm me, so I'm strapped. I'll pull up. Okay, go ahead and get your head knocked off. You know what I'm saying? So it's just, I think.
I'm me.
Yeah, so I think my relationship to God is just a spiritual journey. Like, a lot of times, like, I don't have a set religion because I believe in so many, like, so much fluidity in all the religions. Like I'll pray, or like I'll see my homie and I'll say, Assalamu alaikum. Just literally because I just, peace be unto you. Like, that's truly how I feel. Like, I want you to have peace. You know what I'm saying? Or like something will happen, I'll be like, alhamdulillah. Like, oh, I felt that. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what moved me. But then like I might pray over food and be like, amen. That's what moved me that day. So I just think at the core of all of them is to be a good person, and that is one God. You know what I mean? So I just think, to me, it's like our mission in life is to find the God that's in you. Like, that's literally the concept for Marxism, like believing in yourself, because when you truly become everything you meant to be, you're a reflection of God, bro.
Interesting. Yeah, kind of extension what one thing you touched on, being true to yourself, finding your inner God, something like that. It hit me the other day when I was like, yo, 'cause I was talking to someone, I forgot who it was, and I was like, yo, like, you know, I started my podcast in 2016, and literally none of the local podcasts were around that was around at that time, whatever. And I was like, and usually when I had these type of thoughts, it's like of course, I'm never like super braggadocious, not that deep, whatever, you know, because who the fuck am I to brag? I'm still broke. So it's never that deep to be that cocky, whatever. Like, that's the thing niggas need to keep in mind. Whatever you trying to be cocky, realize you still broke. And you need to calm the fuck down, whatever. But like, check your ego. But you just like, yeah, like, I'm proud of myself. Like, no, like, I did this, whatever. But no, it was really more like, wow, like, you know, shit really be hard. Like, you know, and people don't realize whatever you doing, whatever avenue you facing or tackling, shit really be hard to keep doing it, whatever. So like, and so I feel like it was thinking like, you going through certain trial and tribulation to get this album out, and you got it done. I know you were real happy just to have it done. It's like, no, I accomplished something. Because sticking to anything really do be hard, and then following through with it, having an idea, dealing with life shit, then still dealing with that.
While life is happening.
Yeah, so it's like, people don't really realize it, and then and when I had that thought, I'm like, yo, like, I hope, because everybody know, every time somebody want to do something, yo, just do it. Like, just start. Because, like, literally, nothing will happen unless you start the shit, whatever. It's like, and I feel like everybody, I always say, y'all want to be mediocre, and people fall into mediocrity because they just don't want to start it or try it. No, you just got to start the shit, and then figure the shit out along the way, but at least you're going to start it, and then hopefully, you push through. But they understand, shit going to be hard, though. And, hopefully, you see through whatever. But, like, yeah, so I feel like there's something to be said about finding all of that, figuring yourself out, whatever, then finding true fulfillment, whatever you're doing, whatever you choose to do, whatever. And yeah, especially if it's like something that's positive.
Yeah,
like something that's really true to yourself, whatever.
10,000%.
So with all that being said, with this whole Priceless album, $101 price point, whatever, did you expect people to support? What was your expectations with it? Still with it, going forward, people close to you,
Yeah, honestly, I didn't expect people to support it. Which is like, it is what it is. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I had to detach from feeling like money was the main objective. It's like, do I feel like I made a great album? Do I feel like I spoke from my soul and I made something that was purely me? Did I finish it? Yes. All right, I'm cool with that. The marketing from it is the second aspect. The $101, the bundle, the box that come in. I mean, only person I really wanted to buy it was like my mom. Like, that's gonna sound crazy. I'm just like, my mom bought it. Like, I really be on some like, my mom think I'm cute. My mom buy my shit, it's hot. Like, it's really how I be feeling. Shout out to Lena.
Yeah, you already know. Lena give it up.
Yeah, so it's like my mom feel like that. Like,
do your mom like your music?
I don't even know if I ever asked her. I know the first time she like heard like a song, she said she started crying. I was like, oh wow, I'm really meant to do this. Like, that's crazy. So
I'm in the greatest sense.
Nah, not even that. It's just
no,
like,
my mom think I'm the greatest. I'm the greatest sense. Nigga, what you talking about?
I just feel like the spirit moved her of like, yo, he's found something that she felt that was like, damn, I gotta shed tears for this. So that's how I felt. Like, my brother said the same thing. Like, he heard one of my songs. He was like, a line. He was like, that shit really made me tear up. Like, I felt that. I was like, wow, like, I'm doing something I'm supposed to be doing. Like, when people that come from the same blood I come from feel and moved by that, it's like, oh yeah, I'm doing this. So.
Oh yeah, so your mom support. So other than that, there was like no other thought or.
I ain't think. I mean, people. A lot of niggas say a lot of shit. So people be like, yeah, I'm gonna get it, but like, I'll believe it. You know what I mean? Like honestly, like, I was just saying this to my brother too. I'm like, yo, like, where we from is like, niggas be like, yo, I'm gonna shoot you. All right, go get your gun, nigga. I'll be right here. Like, we gonna see when you come back. And not that that's a good perspective to have, but that's just how niggas is raised. Like, I'll believe it when I see it. So it's like, niggas be like, yeah, I'm gonna buy it. all right, cool. Like, so I didn't really expect anybody to buy it besides my mom, for real. And then people bought multiple copies. I was like, wow, like, thank you, God. Like, that's amazing. So,
yeah, I definitely, that helps me keep, I don't say sane, it's not that fucking extreme, but it helps me just curb certain, like, impulses about shit and route to disappointment in regards to my podcast or even the album, whatever. Whereas, like, you know, that's like my Lena side, cause she's just super impulsive. No, if you don't do what the fuck I say, or respect from you on a human level, on a love loyalty level, to fuck you, I hate you, shit like that, or whatever. And I just be like, yo, I can't think for people. I can't try to put my mind in someone else's head. Yeah. Niggas not the same as me, and I even say I'm better in this context, but like everybody individual, everybody do certain shit, different things, whatever. So when I say when people don't listen to the podcast or the album, or then buy a t-shirt before, or then go to my live show before, it's like, who am I to expect that? Like, why would I keep expecting certain things, whatever? When people, and that's on a friend level, then certain associates or whatever, acquaintance who I've done things for, whatever, and they don't, it's like, who am I to expect that? Like, who am I, whatever?
Like, I just feel like, even when...
and what's the use of it? Like, why is this practical of me to expect things?
Yeah. I feel like celebrities get lost when they start expecting shit like that. Like, I understand you millionaire, biggest person in the world, but it's like, you expecting niggas to work their life 8 hours a day, get their check every 2 weeks, and then spend some of that to come see you do your talent. Like... That's like me, somebody counting your pockets. Yo, you got $1 million, you could give me 10,000. It's like, nah, like, so if you want that respect, you gotta give people that respect of like, nah, I don't expect people to do anything. I'm just like super greatly appreciative when somebody actually supports something that I am passionate about.
Yeah, and also you say, cause you still believe that your album was good and you like it. That's how I also felt with the We're Alive thing, after certain criticisms or whatever. And again, I ain't even harp on like, yo, everybody hated it. No, people like the album. Like, I'm in a good space or whatever. But I know I've, talking to a lot of artists over time, I hear the story of like, yo, I don't like it no more. I wish I would have did things differently, this and that. And of course, there were certain things I was like, oh, I could have did differently, whatever. But still to this day, listen to it all the time. Every song, love it. So that's what, that did stay in that back of my mind, like, damn, like, and not even with other people thought, I'm like, will it not age well to me? And that's the thing, like, nah, like, I could do way better. And I still think I could do better, but it's like, I should have did this. Nope. At the least, it's a 9. At the least, like, no, that shit fire. Fuck all that nigga talking about. I was looking at albums the other day, like, what's my favorite album of the year? Because, everybody keeps saying it's a down year or whatever, and I was looking at certain albums. I will say it probably is a down year for rap. Like, but there's a lot of fire R&B shit out there. But I don't know. We're Alive. It's up there. I'm not rolling. What is black art to you? Of course, naming your brand, whatever, but where did the actual concept, idea, what does it mean to you? What do you want to continue to push with that idea and mission?
So it's literally like the brainchild of like me becoming an artist. So listen to like the Artistic Epiphany episode, and then like that'll give you an understanding of like how I even came to being an artist.
He's good. You're good, man. Yeah.
So from there, I mean, I had a line on my first album. The last thing I did on my first album was name it. So I had all the songs done and couldn't figure out a name. But one line on the song New Religion, which is like, I do poetry a lot. And I said, I took my art sense, mixed it with my darkness, that made me a true artist. And I was just like, wow, like, besides being dark as like skin complexion, but like dark as like me going through so much shit that led me into like wanting to be a creative person. And I was like, damn, like, how do I take this dark part of my life and make it art? And then I'm just like, yo, like, what do we even call the shit that black people do? Like we say like black people art, or like the art black people create. And this is like 2015 that I feel like, I don't think I'm responsible for coining the term, but I feel like I put it into the zeitgeist to be coined by somebody greater. So to me, it was just like, nah, it's always a space between black people and art. And to me, it was just like, I'm a rapper, so I'm space plus space. Like, so I'm like, oh, what if we take away the space? It's black art. And I'm just like, yo, that's the title, black art. Like, and then once I had the album, people really liked the album and stuff, I was just like, I'm the type of nigga, like, I want to wear my own shit. So I'm just like, I'm put it on a hat. People was like, oh, I want the hat. Oh, can't have a hat without a shirt. Put it on the shirt. Yo, I want the shirt too. Oh shit, this is a business. I don't gotta sell drugs. Bet. Like, and then black art became like a not a phenomenon, but it became like a cult thing because people feel like even if you're not black, it's just like, damn, the dark shit I'm out of this dark space. That's usually how people create art, from a dark space. And it's like, but imagine being a black person trying to create this shit. So it speaks to like everybody.
And how about it's funny because when you said like black people have this like weird relationship or space to art and what they do, what they represent. I always think like that when they choose to. How they choose to label certain people when they're on a show or a movie or documentary. A rapper is speaking, and they say rap artist or entertainer or musician or something, or they be like fucking
hip hop mogul.
Yeah. It's like they don't even say the rapper part or whatever. So and I feel that's because of, even though black people run art in a certain degree.
We don't even look at like rap as an art.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like I can't get into Juilliard for being a great rapper.
Mm-hmm.
Why not though? Like I can't perform rap and get into the #1 art school, but it's the #1 genre in the world. You know what I'm saying? So
and I saw some list on Twitter. Everybody's getting fake outrage about whatever. I think it was Billboard or Vogue, and they had all the white girls in the magazine for the last 10 years, like all the women of the years on the magazine. They had a bunch of white bitches, and they was like, yo, and it's funny, cause, usually woke Twitter be on this shit. And they let 10 years go past, and they never let Beyonce. They was like, how the fuck we let this happen? No Beyonce or Rihanna. I like that. It was kind of wild. It was like no black woman, the whole cover of the shit. And it was like all singers. Like,
it's the blatant disrespect.
Yeah, that shit was funny, though.
It was like, y'all niggas gonna be on Essence and Jet.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna be on Billboard.
Yeah, and I was having a conversation on the last episode. I'm done trying to name these. I'm over this shit. I don't fucking know what shit called no more. But, 8%, that's what the episode was called. 8%, and some, they was, I was talking shit about The Office guy. I hate the fucking Office. I think it's fucking overrated or whatever. And they had The Office and Friends. So I was like, yo, literally no white show's better than our best black shows.
I say this though, Friends, Seinfeld, and what is it? Everybody Hates Raymond or Everybody Loves Raymond?
Loves, yes.
Exact same show. Like Friends, Seinfeld, and Raymond, all the same shit. And white people all look alike to me. So it's like, if it was Jerry Seinfeld or the guy that plays Raymond or whoever's the main character from Friends, I wouldn't know the difference.
All right, full racism mode, but I'm rolling. I come from Lena, so not mad at all. But yeah, they like, yo, you let Martin, Fresh Prince, Bernie Mac, Wayne's Brothers, Jamie Foxx, all our shit is literally better than all their shit.
Our show is better than their show.
Facts.
Like Wayne's Brothers is probably like number 10. Phenomenal show. It's better than Everybody Loves Raymond. Everybody Hates Chris is better than Everybody Loves Raymond.
Facts.
Right.
I still can't believe Seinfeld got paid that much money for that show. I still can't believe it. Yeah.
Really, like, and Martin got canceled because of budgets. Well, part of it, but
yeah, relax.
shout out to Martin.
Yeah. Growth versus evolution. What does that concept or phrase mean to you?
Yeah, so to me, with this album, it was showing me the difference because I feel like I was evolving rather than, we always be like, yo, I'm trying to grow. And I'm like, no, I'm trying to evolve. Like, I'm trying to go into a cocoon, come out a butterfly. Like, I'm still that same caterpillar, which is like, we don't say caterpillars grow into butterflies, they evolve into butterflies, you know what I'm saying? So I think evolution comes with like a lot of like sculpting, a lot of shedding, shit like that, where growth is just like, no, it was just phenomenal all the way, I just kept elevating. It's like, nah, it ain't a straight line, this shit pretty crooked, it go back some, it go to the left, it go right, then it go up, come back again, go back up, come back again. So I think that's evolution, where it's like the actual true pattern of how something gets to another level.
And you feel a lot of artists, even though they may become bigger and more successful, you feel a lot of them haven't evolved in a certain way.
Yeah, I think I think most people don't evolve. Honestly, and that's not a shot, because like, different strokes for different folks. To me, I just truly want to be like the greatest version of myself. So like when I die, I can be like, I've lived.
No, keep going.
Oh, like I've lived my greatest life. Like I've done what I wanted to. I've accomplished what I wanted to accomplish. So,
and I was saying, i.e., like Marxism. That's why when you broke down the whole album, and I appreciate the whole idea. Is literally like living to the max, but also just living to be your true self, your best self, and the maximum level of who you can be, whatever.
Yeah.
Pun.
Yeah, exactly. Like even on the intro, Priceless, it's priceless. It's just me and it's my list. Like, is what I say goes. Like for me, like I don't give a fuck who say this person high, who like this, or who say I'm not this. That's cool. Like I don't think I'm this. I feel like this is this, and I can live with that. I can go to sleep at night with that.
Let's talk more about the album in more detailed fashion. The intro, Priceless. Talk a little more about it. What does it mean to you? The construction of it.
What do you think of it?
I think it's fire.
I think it's fire. I appreciate
Fire.
that.
Great intro. I would say one of your best songs ever.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
I remember. I think it might have been the outro. You wasn't going to put it on there. And
Yeah, the outro. I was contemplating.
Oh, nigga, you on coke? Somebody you don't drink, but you on coke now. What type of shit you on? Like this evolution is different. Like
yeah, it's different. To me that was crazy. That was the last song I did for the album. But I just wanted.
And also, real quick, talk a little bit about because you talked about how you went through a lot to get the album, but it had different titles, whatever.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I don't want to give away the titles. I might still use them.
Gotcha.
So,
all right.
Yeah.
So continue. Priceless.
Yeah. So Priceless. It was the last song I did, and to me, it was a bunch of conversations, a bunch of life experiences, a bunch of deep thoughts, a bunch of meditation. That I was like, yo, what does this album mean to you? Like, and that's how I came up with the intro, where it was just me. Like, it's more of like, I want to listen back to this note to self. Like, you sell 5 million records and you trying to figure out who you are with fame and money and women and whatever. And now you could listen back and be like, oh, this is you at your core. All right, cool. I can recenter myself. So that's why I wanted to write it.
Real quick, cool question, I think. I'm going to just say some of your favorite artists. What's Hove Priceless song? Like,
Hove Priceless song? That's a great fucking question. Wow, that's a phenomenal question.
I try, sir.
You Quopra today. You see what I did there?
Yeah, this guy's good. You're a rapper. I see what's going on.
Yo, Hove's Priceless, December 4th.
Okay, I was thinking, it's fine, I used to hate that song, but
or Song Cry.
Okay, I was thinking Mama Love Me.
Or
Mama Loves Me, like
yeah, like one of those three. He got 13, 14, 15 albums, so he gonna have 10 of those. But yeah, December 4th, Mama Loves Me, Song Cry. I think he could listen to those and get recenter.
And I know I thought you were gonna say the one you always quote, Never Change. I thought you might have said that one.
That's like street.
Got you.
Yeah.
How about DMX?
DMX, that's a great one too. I would say one of his prayers. Like when he prayed on the album, I think that's something DMX can listen to and be like, yeah, I know who I am at the core. Like,
Pop.
Tupac, Dear Mama.
Okay. I would counter that with either Keep Your Head Up or I Ain't Mad At You. But I can see any one of those. Nah, I ain't mad at you. Not that one. Keep Your Head Up or
Changes. Changes might be one too. Also, I would say like, Me Against the World.
Yeah, okay, I'm rolling with that one. Nas, I know you be on.
Nas, song for Nas.
Like, that'd be some Illmatic shit, probably like New York State of Mind or.
Nah, like a real song that was center Nas that Nas made. I think, like The Cross. I think that's something like Nas will listen to and be like.
We was talking before how God sounds so underrated. Like,
yeah, I think it's a great album. But I mean, to each his own. But I think Godson is a really good album.
Cool. All right. Anyway, bro, one last thing. Meek.
Meek, song for Meek that was center Meek. What's a song for Meek that was center Meek and who he is? That's a great question.
I would go out there with
Trauma.
Definitely, yeah.
Trauma.
If I had to name something earlier though, I would probably go with like some like. I feel like Sean was like super underrated. It was on DC4 during like the down period. But I love that song. Maybe like Dream Chasers with Beans.
Middle of the Summer.
Middle of the Summer, it's a great song.
Middle of the Summer, I think that would
I
remind
like
him
that one.
Who he is and what he represents.
I like it.
And who he speaks to. Not that he doesn't know, but.
All right, anyway, so any more you want to talk about prices for right on the track?
Nah, you keep going.
Okay, Black Dollars, track 2.
Yeah, Black Dollar. So, that's me businessman, trying to figure it out. Also, being able, like, I want to share the game with you. So, I'm going to show you how to get it. I'm going to show you how to flip it. And it's a legendary vision. Black dollar, I wear black art on my collar. I can make you as a scholar how you get that black dollar. Like, if we take power in our money and what we actually represent, like, how powerful would we be? If we like, you know what, I'm only buying that because black people did it. I'm only supporting that. Like, how many black businesses would go to Fortune 500 companies immediately? You know what I'm saying? So for me, like, the realization I got from the song is...
Real quick, you know what I want to say, though? Because, this is a common topic of, every black person has had.
Right.
Like, about, support black business, but no, black business be trash, da-da-da. You run a black business.
Yeah.
I would believe that you run it at a good level, a good, respectable, professional level.
Yeah, I think so.
Let's start pushing that, cause I know a lot of girls be talking about nails, hair, whatever, and bitches really be on some bullshit with the business they be running, whatever. So it's like I get both sides of it. No, we should support, but I don't want to support cause niggas be trash.
Yeah.
All right, so if you got a business and you got a demographic of customers, and people want to support you because you're good and you're black subconsciously. There's certain people on this side that want to support you because you're black, not just because you're talented.
Right.
You should take a more onus of it. No, like, I need to rise above, to just be like, nah, I'm not going to just keep riding off my talent or my wave. Like, no, be a good fucking business person. Like, only way it's going to change if the people that has the power or the pull and the talent, whatever, to be better. So you then could teach more people that's under you and that's buying from you. Oh, yeah, no, this is how we conduct business, and this is how more businesses start to flourish and spread. If niggas don't, like, we know by now. Niggas know better. You just choosing to be lazy, you choosing to be trifling, and and again, it's easy to say, oh, it ain't gonna last. No, some niggas be lasting, whatever. But it's like, no, just do better, cause you can. You just
And even exactly what you're saying, like on the song, the second verse, I say, this is just my deck of cards. This is how you play your part. This is how you go from a role player to a star and get your own shit, get your homies all the bonuses. This is when you do what you want because you own the shit. Like, that's real. You know what I'm saying? So I just think, like, as I'm trying to elevate as a rapper, I'm definitely trying to elevate, give you the best business model, give you the best business experience, give you an experience, create a culture around it, like all of those type of things. So people are not just like, I'll fuck with Max, I'll buy it. It's like, nah, that shit hot. That's why I want it. Like, I'll spend $10 million because I think it's worth it. You know what I mean? So I agree with that.
And third track is
Damn Gina.
Damn Gina.
Yeah, so that goes into like the conversation we were just having about hip hop dying. And to me, I wanted to make like a pure hip hop song, but like tell a story with it. And one thing I used to love that I feel like I haven't done, because it's markers for me of like what I want to do in music. One thing I haven't done with a story song is like making a duality, where it's like somebody tell a story like Nas, I gave you power, like the gun, but as a person. Or like Lights Please by J. Cole, rap as a girl. Mm-hmm. So I just took an approach of like, yo, what if I told a story like, damn, Gina is like a signifier in black culture. Like everybody, I just say that in regular life too. Like you'll do something, I'm like, damn, Gina. Mm-hmm. So that's a black signifier. And I was like, yo, what if I made that a song and spoke to Gina as if she was like the love, right? Because I always identify with Martin, young black man. I always identify with Martin. So I'm like, if Gina's my love, but what if I'm talking to music as Gina? Like now you can understand when I'm speaking to Gina and how I'm describing Gina, but also think about it as music and the experience of music and like women through music and me experiencing women through music. So the whole song is a bunch of different quotables from me talking about terms women coined or women in general. Like I quote a Little Kim rap on it. So it's really like an ode to like my love of black women through hip hop.
And like black culture.
And black culture, exactly. So and I think Gina would be the perfect person to tell that story through, based on like the catchphrases they have from Martin being like a popular black show.
Mm-hmm. Most popular black show ever?
Most popular? I don't think it's most popular, but it's most classic.
What's most popular?
Fresh
Cosby.
Prince. Cosby, yeah.
What's fourth?
4 is Air Max.
Air Max. I don't know to that single. Need to Know?
Need to Know is 5.
Talk about that one.
So when we did your album, to me, I love a good challenge. So people was like, oh, I don't like Max flow, or Max don't got this. Okay, turn it up for you. Mm-hmm. So I think the song,
also one of your best songs.
Thank you, I appreciate that. On the song, I was like, all right, cool. Like I called it the ether flow because I fuck with Nas. And I'm just like, this is the flow I'm going to just get in my bag. I'm going to talk my shit, I'm going to get in my bag. And I think it's literally just my flow, right? So Even though I keep them on the need to know, they be leasing flows so they know we ain't equal though. Equal mode gonna turn us to arena shows. They ain't really seen it, but we still taking meetings for $250,000 all cash when we show up and leave it at the door because they know how we roll up. And this is like, I'm going. And it's like, to me, that's how I just naturally learned how to rap. I told myself how to rap. That's how I rap. I'm just like, let me turn the flow up because people, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes they be like, LeBron don't got it. And then LeBron go dunk on a nigga, score 50. And be like, nah, I'm the Wash King. Okay, let's go with that narrative because I'm me. You know what I mean? So I just had to turn it up, and to me it was like, a lot of niggas say a lot of shit. All right, we gonna get to the bottom of it, because at the end of the day, I rap. I really do this, and you know, I would like to think I'm really good at it. So we can see.
Let's talk about the dog food thing.
Yeah.
Okay, you and Jizza had your little spat stemming from the album, whatever. In hindsight, what are your thoughts on how it went with the song, all that stuff, whatever?
Yeah. So I mean, I exactly need to know the second verse. Literally, like, I dropped dog food, but now rappers ain't rapping. They having nightmares. These niggas pissed the mattress. They ain't really like it, but it's more about the action, because every shot was true if I'm judging off reactions. Like, it's a fact. You know what I mean? So, to me, it's like, you can't challenge somebody, and then they accept the challenge, and then you say, oh, nah, I'm cool. It was corny. Like, I feel like only in rap you can say it was corny because it's opinion-based. But it's like, you playing basketball and somebody give you 50, you got to give them 50. Clear it out. Get out the way. It's one-on-one now. Y'all go to the right side. I'm on the left, and I'm scoring every time. It's the only way you get your respect back.
Yeah, I guess, let's just say, right, say you ask.
Yeah.
For instance, during the Linsanity run,
right,
he was airing Kobe shit out that one game. Kobe was like, oh, that shit didn't count. Now, Kobe was trying to, like, yeah, he was just letting it go. He scored 40 on me. Like, it is.
Let me tell you a story. You might know the story, but Michael Jordan, when he was on the Wizards, he played Kobe, and he had like 45. And Kobe might have like 18 or something. End of the game, Michael Jordan go to Kobe and was like, Kobe was wearing Jordan 8s and like representation from Michael Jordan last year. And he was like, you can wear the shoes, but you'll never fill them. They said Kobe ain't talked to his teammates for 2 weeks. They played the Wizards again. Kobe had 50. That's how I grew up. So I can't account for how everybody else grew up. But I also know, like, people. And
it wasn't, real quick to expound, and it wasn't like Kobe, like, that's Mike, he's 40 now, whatever.
Yeah,
like,
I'm gonna take it easy on him. Or, nah, Mike is Mike, I'm me. No, you getting all of this. You know what I'm saying? So that's just how I was brought up. So in rap, people be like, oh, it's corny, just dismiss it. That's cool, but the rappers will let you know. Like, rappers aren't rapping, that means something's taking place. You're a fan, so you like, oh, that shit was corny, oh, that shit was hot, you said this, you didn't say it. That's cool. But like, if somebody go dunk on somebody, and that person like, yeah, coach, sub me out the game, that let you know something. You can see it in his eyes, like, niggas pissing the mattress. All right, cool. So every shot was true. If I'm judging off reactions, I dropped dog food because rapping, they wasn't rapping. All of a sudden, rappers don't rap anymore. I thought I'd never see the day. So.
And do you feel you could have did something different with the song and with the album? You know, whatever people criticisms they had with the album.
Oh, yeah, album. I mean, with dog food, to me, it was me testing my aim, making sure, you know, like, everybody could catch a shot. You know, so O could catch a shot, Wayne could catch a shot, One Take could catch a shot. Who else? Everybody catch a shot. You know what I mean? And to me, it's sport. So it's like, y'all all catch a spot. Jizza, you know, he talked himself into a corner. You can catch the first shot, and you catch the whole clip, and then I go make sure I can test my aim with everybody else. So to me, that's what it was about. Everybody's like, oh, you put a hook on it or the beat. I was like, my bad, I didn't know I was supposed to make a club hit. But, you know, next time I'll keep that in mind.
You want to try to make it back-to-back?
I know, right? I was supposed to sing half of it, you know, but I was just making a song, whatever. It was a beat I already paid for that. It didn't make the album. I was like, let me use this junk, pop a couple shots, but whatever. From there on your album, I just think, to me, it's like, it's your album, so I turned off my perfectionist state of like, I want it this way, and I want to do it this way, because it's your album. You spending your hard-earned money to make it happen. If I'm getting my verses done, I'm cool with that. But it's like, nah, I just keep my perfectionist streak on, make sure I want everything my way, and, you know, it is what it is from there.
What's that thing you need to know?
All I Ever Want.
Talk about that song.
Yeah, so All I Ever Want, I always make R&B infused songs, I want to say. So to me, I wanted to make a song where it was like, speaking from the perspective of like, I feel like when niggas make R&B songs now, it's just like, I love my bitch, She the baddest bitch, but I got 10 other bitches. You know what I mean? Like basic shit. Which is like each his own. I wanted to make like a real song of like I fuck with rappers that was like.
So you want to lay your bitch?
I don't got no bitch.
But if you did, would you love your bitch?
I would.
Well, all right then. So why you hating off the bitches' love story?
But I would have other bitches too.
Oh, gotcha. All right, cool. I'm following.
With me, I wanted to make a song because like one thing I really love with Nipsey Hussle, one thing I really related to is that he always went into like the psyche of the decisions and the stories happening. So to me, it's like, yeah, like I could like a girl, I could meet a girl, I could like a girl, whatever, but like, what about me am I trying to figure out as I'm liking her? So it's like I'm taking you through like the progression of me understanding the emotion of like just a nigga from the gutter, life was the hardest. So it's like living undercover. You know I'm always guarded. Wasn't destined for Harvard, but I'm alive. Cause all the nights I never cried, I just trying to survive. Eating sleep for dinner, either that or devil's pie. Like me taking you through like, yo, this is everything I survived to even get this encounter with you. So now I'm trying to figure out how I even feel about you, but I don't even know these emotions, you know what I'm saying? So it's like being a nigga from the hood, you trying to figure out how you feel emotionally. Like, all right, but we ain't trained to be like that. So it's like working through all of these things to realize, no, I really like this girl. I really want this girl. I want to be what this girl want me to be. So that's all I ever want.
And kind of stemming from that, I think you said or you felt that you back to the evolution, that you feel like maybe you figured out a new way to peel back more layers of yourself and reveal certain things, or like tap into a different type of writing style or whatever.
Yeah, so just like I got into rap telling my story, but it's like now I'm gonna just be me. Like I'm gonna tell me. So this is just how I feel. This is what I saw with my eyes, like that kind of thing. You know what I mean? So to me, it's just like getting more personal with it, but also that's me getting to this evolution place where I feel comfortable in my own personal experiences and just express them rather than like putting them into like this conceptual story and then telling it. So all I ever want is definitely one of those stories where it's like I'm telling you how I felt, what I feel, what I went through, things like that.
And spoiler alert for the future.
No, I don't say that.
I'm not gonna say nothing. Okay. I'm just saying it's indicating something.
Oh, okay, yeah. I don't. Yeah, all right, cool. You said spoiler. I'm like, you about to tell me, nigga? Right,
indicating something.
But yeah, it's the story is definitely prevalent. The story would definitely come back around. In the words of Malcolm X, those chickens will come home to roost. So yeah.
After that is
16th Minute.
16th Minute. Talk more about that.
Probably my favorite song on the album. So I have this theory, right? Whenever you pursuing something that requires fame to like be successful in it, I feel like we all get our 15 minutes, right? But it's what like niggas decide to do to get to that point, to even get to the 15 minutes. That I feel like niggas never plan for the 16th minute. So everybody can get their 15th minute, but what does your 16th minute look like? And I feel like in our generation, niggas don't give a fuck. I want my 15 minutes and I'll figure it out when I get there. And it's like, oh, that's what you was planning for. I was planning for the 16th, like I was planning for the 160th minute. So that's really the point of the song. Like, there's no time waiting for a cosign. I can use my whole mind. Yeah, you know the line. I really rather own mine and never take a loan, so I never owe mine. I've been telling y'all the whole time. I quote lines because I be going overtime. Plus, you know it's foul how these niggas going over lines. I bear witness. You niggas bite the hand that gave you everything that you put on your wish list. So I just do it legendary. Know they won't miss this. And these niggas on the 16th minute, they prayed for a start and never figured out a finish. And now you mad at me because you know I really did this. Like the East Coast, no limit. Like, I'm building something. This is foundational. So when I get to my 16th minute, it was like, oh, I was already supposed to be here. It's cool. Like, I'm elevating. Niggas be on their 16th minute coming down. It's like, damn, like, that's what your 16 minute look like? So all you wanted was the 15 minutes. Do your thing. Like, I'm trying to build something over here, so y'all stay over that way, you know? So that's the concept of 16 minute. Then I just go into a lot of things that I feel like we get into based on you trying to get your 15 minutes of fame or what your image looks like or whatever, that it's like, if I let my ego talk, then I know it's going to say that my place is by Saturn, not the car, but the moon and the stars. One of the rare niggas that really shine, illuminate the dark. Then went and tell the niggas in the hood that the shit is not far. Just a rare nigga that really took the risk just to get all this shit. You would call it arrogance, but we call this guy a gift. We call this guy will, because I could have got killed. So fuck how they feel. Like, that's real, you know what I mean? So to me, it's like, as much jokes we make about South Philly and in all parts of Philly, but like South Philly is like, nah, I really survived that. It's facts. Like, I live to tell them stories, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, everything I'm telling you is coming from a real place that a lot of niggas can't tap into, or a lot of niggas ain't here to tell that story. So that's my 16 minute.
And also I feel like, you know, dealing with the layers and peeling back and the part of your life where you figuring shit out, whatever. I know you had to deal with, you were facing, you were mentally and emotionally dealing with your friends passing, and you and your mom, relationship was changed, you and your dad's going through certain things. How you feel those certain things and what you made from them, how you made sense of them, how you feel they affected where you at currently in a mental space or emotional state, how it affect the album moving forward, you know, certain things like that.
Yeah, I mean, I can't make a song like Damn Gina without like understanding the role my mom plays in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like the older I get and the more we became like friends, like, excuse me, I truly understand how somebody could like love their mom to death. Like I always loved my mom because she was my mom and shit like that. But like me and my parents wasn't really like close growing up. They was my parents, and I was out on my own trying to figure shit out for the most part. I really love my mom to death. You know what I'm saying? Like I pray to God every day my mom stays alive till she's like 100. You know what I'm saying? So to me, it's like making a song like Damn Gina, where like I'm talking about my experience with black women and appreciating, loving the black women experience, things like that. It's like from talking to her about it. It's like I got a line I say, I'm just being frank like Aretha. Like she taught me about Aretha Franklin. I said, girl, you the shit. This is your, I feel like a pimp because this is your night like Gladys. Like she taught me about Gladys Knight. You know what I mean? So it's those kind of things that it's like understanding the role that she plays then helps you elevate to a different level, or helps you be able to do things you probably couldn't do. And then even the next song is Icarus. Like that's a relationship with exactly me and my dad. You know what I mean? That I wanted to write a song called Icarus based on the role that Icarus plays in like Greek culture, but just like natural culture now because it's a popular story. So to me, it's like Icarus. For people that don't know, long story short, Icarus' dad went to jail because he built the labyrinth. And in jail, he was a creator, so he wanted to fly out of jail. So he built wings from wax and feathers to fly out of jail. He had some for himself, and he had a set that he gave to Icarus. Icarus was 10. And back then, if you was the first, if you was a son of a man that was in trouble, you went with him. So like the son got punished for the sins of his father. So from there, Icarus is in jail with his dad. His dad gave him the wings and tell him to fly out. He says, don't fly too close to the sun because they'll melt. Don't fly too close to the ocean because the salt water will clog it. So this 10-year-old, first time flying, this exhilarating feeling, is trying to figure out how to balance it. And to me, I use that to tell the story of like money. Like me investing in a house with my dad. It's like, oh, he about to teach me about real estate. I'm about to learn this, what black people should be doing. And then he left me hanging. It's like, oh shit, now the IRS coming to me like, yo, you 23, you got $100,000 house, you must be a drug dealer. Give us this shit. And I'm going to court. I got to pay IRS tax. Like, oh. And then it was like, after all that, I finally get more money than I ever seen, but I don't even feel the same. I'm just like, damn, I'm about to drown in the ocean. You know what I mean? He left me to drown. So it's that kind of thing. It was like, eventually Icarus flies too close to the sun because he get too captivated in it. He drowns. That it's like, yeah, eventually you're going to spend all your money on all this shit you've been pouring your whole life. I want this, I want that, I'm going to get this, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do this. And now you don't got no money and you're like, damn, where all that money go? It's like, of course I was going to blow it. I'm Icarus, you know what I mean? So that's like the concept for the song.
Okay. And what's after that?
And then after Icarus is Supreme, the outro.
All right, okay. Talk about the outro.
Yeah, so Supreme, it got the title because the word Supreme was another word like Priceless, where it was really like understanding what it truly meant. And I was listening to Nobody by Rick Ross, and Puffy was like, I'm trying to push you to supreme being, but you don't want to embrace your destiny. You just want to get by. You don't want to go into the darkness where it's lonely. Because you can't handle the pain of not knowing when the shit is going to stop.
Talk that shit, Puff.
I'm like, oh my God, that's God talking. Like, I'm like, that's different. But it's like, what he's saying, like, he didn't say, yo, I want you to be the most you can be. I want to be all you can be. I'm trying to push you to supreme being. Everything your being is supposed to possibly be. I'm trying to push you to that. And you don't want to embrace it. You just want to get by. Because you're afraid of the darkness, black art. Like, you're afraid of that. You're afraid to go into that to create something. Because you don't know how it's going to end. So you don't even want to take the chance. You just want to go be regular. I'm not rocking like that. So to me, it was like, now I'm going to just tell my experience on this. Like, how did I even get to this point of this evolution of feeling like shit is priceless, and the value I got from my mom and the love I got from my mom and how I built my own business and made myself a rap artist. It's like, I became a poet. And life became poetry. And this is all Bible verses God had wrote for me. Because I was trying to see the plans God got for me. But then I never seen a prophet till I see my prophecy. Like, that's different. And that's like a type of bar that I get mad when people be like, oh, no, I ain't really feel it. I ain't like it. I'm just like, no, I'm giving you life on that. That's God talking. Like, that's not me. You know what I'm saying? I'm just a conduit for that. That it's like, yeah, like all of this led me to become a poet. And in turn, ironically, life became poetry. Like, I rap for a living. Because this was all Bible versus God been had wrote. God knew what was going to happen. I didn't. Because I was trying to see the plans God got. I'm like, I'm going to do this, and it's going to be like this, and I want it to be like this. But you ain't going to be able to make a profit until you see your prophecy. It's a bar. You know what I'm saying? So I just think that's like the essence of life. Of like, nah, that's supreme being. God written. I'm not kidding. January 1st, God given. I stopped kicking. Like, that's real. You know what I mean? So.
Which song you like more, that or Priceless?
Yeah, tie. Because it's first and last. Like your first child, your last child, yeah, it's a tie.
Okay.
I just think they both truly beautiful songs that's from my soul. So.
And also 2 bonus tracks, James Freestyle.
Yeah.
And Black God too.
Because it's still me, so I still got to talk my shit. I wanted to get my 9 songs down because 2 of my favorite albums is Purple Rain and Thriller. So I wanted to make a 9-song concise album that's truly passionate in how I felt. And then just going with the 101 January 1st, the ones is wild. We're going to add 11. So now we're going to give you 2 more bonus songs where I'm going to talk my shit. A lot of niggas say a lot of shit, but they ain't really this. You know what I mean? I give you Black God too, just to let you know, nah, it's different when I rap from when other niggas rapping. You know what I mean? So Genius, that's just a freestyle, me talking my shit. A lot of niggas say a lot of shit, but they ain't really this, I'm really that. Told the girl, bitch, I been a man, because this is child's play. I go cray when I'm scribbling. Like, it's a bar, but niggas not gonna catch it. Cool. Because I'm a young genius, man. I ain't got believers, but neither did Jesus. Like, I'm giving that to you on there. You know what I mean? So that was more of me just having fun on the beat, not trying to stick to any guidelines or rap mechanisms to make a song. It's just like, nah, I just want to make this, and this is truly how I felt. And then Black God 2 is, Black God 1 is on Black Art. If you don't have it, you go stream it now under Max Ali on anywhere. Black God 2 is just, on God, man, I've been that nigga. On God, I came from the trap. On God, man, we can't go back. On God, because we came too far. On God, I'm a star. Like, I'm letting you know how I feel about me. Like, this is my inner Black God, letting you know, like, and then I'm back to popping my shit. Like, on God, I'm the one still rapping. On God, I watch numbers backflip. On God, niggas shit went double plastic. On God, they need to use this for practice. Like, real shit. Like,
So I have a king.
I mean, so.
Let's go. Okay. And speak on like how, okay, like I touched on earlier, perception is reality. But with that at the same token, like you said, I forgot what song you quoted, but like your reality or your list matters to you, whatever. Talk about how you can keep that your confidence intact and how someone else's perception doesn't alter your perception of what you're trying to do, what you think about yourself and shit like that, whatever. You know, it's funny, someone asked like, why do you think podcasts are so popular? And first I was like, it's always a wave of something. People are gonna do something. I'm like, no, like podcasts probably so popular now because the first social media made everybody feel like their opinion is validated and amplified. Like, oh yeah, like yeah, I know what the fuck I'm talking about now, and I get these reactions or whatever, I'm gonna go say it on the mic now, because everybody, it's like, I feel, you know, one of the same thing. People just, everybody feel like they got something to say. Yeah. And someone to hear or whatever, so.
Yeah, I mean, so even like on Priceless, like, the first verse is literally speaking to that, of course it escapes me now, but, niggas still tripping about where birds got trending. Need self-love in a world full of opinions. These women need self-love in a world full of opinions. These women need hugs and way less opinions. But who am I to judge? What makes me different? I'm still the same one that be calling women bitches. Disagreeing on the issues, never been malicious. I just flow so vicious and quote a couple scriptures. It's different. You can't compare me to niggas. Y'all be talking about waves when I built my own river. Like, it's exactly that. Like, just because you ain't seen it don't mean that it ain't happened. On this ship, I'm the captain. Y'all can never hold me back, man. I'm back. Like, that first verse was like me getting back in my bag. Like, oh, yeah, I still got it. Like, I'm back. Like, it's like people everybody got their opinion. I just be like, okay, like, what have you done to make sure your opinion, like, a lot of niggas got a lot of shit to talk about, but what have you done to be talking loud? Nothing. You just talking loud. All right, cool. You don't got no resume to back this up. You ain't did what I did. You ain't survived what I survived. You can't do what I do. So it's like, why am I gonna listen to you? You can't rap. You gonna tell me how to rap? No, you shouldn't use that flow. Oh, what flow should I use? Flow C? Like, what are we talking about here? So it's just like, a lot of niggas gonna say a lot of shit, but they not really this. I'm really that. You know what I mean? So to me, it's just like Twitter and all of that. Like, niggas still tripping about what birds got trending. Oh, okay. Like, I've never listened to a bird. I don't care what you got trending. Like and the bar of it is like the app sign is literally a bird.
I didn't catch it just now.
You know what I mean? So it's just like, it is what it is. Like, that's what I'm saying. It's like, Hov got a line. It ain't for everybody. Like, you're not gonna move me about me. I know me. You know what I mean? Like, you're not gonna tell me about me. You're not gonna tell me what I should have did. Oh, word. Like, all right. So when them niggas was shooting, you survived that, and that's why you rap like this? No? All right, cool. You went to boarding school and survived that? All right, cool. Your homie died, you survived it? Nah, cool. All right, cool. So when you tell me how I rap, I'd be like, oh, word, but you was middle class. All right, cool. Your college tuition was paid for. Okay, cool. You had both parents in the house. Okay, cool. Like, you've never had a friend die. Okay, cool. You've had money in your bank. Okay, cool. You had a savings. We're not the same nigga. Like, you can't tell me about me. So, like, I'm confident in me. I know me. I know how I arrive in the world. So, hey, can't move me.
Also, you speak a lot on the 2020 recenter.
They tell me something missing, but my gut say something different. I'm on a bigger mission. Ain't too many really did this. How they don't feel the testimony in these scriptures, so I drop in 2020 just to give them clear vision.
First album dropping in 2020.
First, it's gonna
technically.
Be yeah. So to me, it was
that I know of.
It was my birthday, but it's gonna be also 2020 is a new generation. So literally, I'm gonna have the first album of the generation. You know, the first album to drop in the generation that I feel like.
What's the phrase we was calling it?
Rebirth. A refresh.
A refreshment.
Yeah, I think the plan is 2020 is clear vision. It's like, yeah, we gonna a lot of bullshit been happening. A lot of
reset.
Shit, yeah, like it's just a lot of shit that you shouldn't even be paying attention to been happening. Like our focus been in left field. When it's like, nah, the game is happening at home plate. And we've been all in left field, like, yo, you see what he wearing, you see who he is, you see his hair, yo, he got this much money, yo, you see the person behind. No, I'm right here at home plate playing the game. What are you talking about? It's like we need to refocus our vision. 2020 is the perfect time. That it's just like my brother always say from a spiritual level, it's the year of harvest. You know what I mean? But I just think in general, it's just like as at least black culture, we need to just refocus our vision. Like what we really talking about? Who we really honoring? What really matters? You know what I'm saying? Like
where we really going? Yeah.
Otherwise, we're just gonna go extinct. And be like, yeah, you know, for that 5-year period when we was really black culture, we was being heard. We had it on Twitter. And then in 2120, they gonna be like, what was Twitter? what was that? I don't even know what that is. Black people were popping on Twitter. Oh, okay.
So hashtags?
What was that?
Trending?
Hash like food or like a drug?
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
And And how about this one thing also? Mm-hmm. So speaking of, like you said, so the reset, I thought about this. So with social media, right, and especially Instagram specifically, I feel like there's been like a blurring of the lines of laughing at something and laughing with it now. Like I remember
that's our generation.
Yeah, I feel like even when Quilly was going through his whole thing like a few months ago, whatever, and I'm just like looking at this shit because Quilly been a joke to me forever at this point, whatever, and still a joke. But when I see people. At one point, at the beginning of that whole little wave he had, dick up thing, they was laughing at him, and then it turned to like, oh no, Quilly, like it's turned into laughing. Well, I was like, how? But it was just bullshit. Like it was just nonsense shit. But it just turned in, and it's a bunch of Philly shit been going on. You know, I give our city the credit. You know.
And these niggas,
we be going viral a lot, whatever shit. And I just be like, it's a weird space on Instagram where like the laughing at and with thing just one thing now. Like niggas be arguing and comments and shade. It's just weird. Like it's nasty.
All this shit is goofy. Mm-hmm. This shit like a movie. Shout out Lil Durk. To me, it was just one of them things of like, literally how Donald Trump becomes a president. Yeah. It's like you need bullies in your life. You know what I'm saying? They gonna teach you valuable lessons about life. You might have to work with niggas that bully you and you're not gonna take it, right? Social media made it so, you shame the bully. Which, like, I get. But now, Person don't know how to deal with a bully. So when a person plays like a victim role, it's like, it's a reason why terms are like that. Like a victim represents a certain experience. A bully represents a certain experience. A mediator represents a certain experience. And it's like we taking all of that out now. So now it's just one role. It's just victim. But we not allowing people to be bullies. So then a nigga come really bully shit. Oh yeah, I'm doing what I want. I'm building a wall with your money. Pussy, do something. You know what I'm saying? Like he really came on the block and said, go get your gun. I'll be here. And niggas never came back with a gun. This is my block now. And I'm calling a shot. Who gonna do something? It's because now you don't know how to deal with a bully. You know what I'm saying? And that's why it's necessary that it's like, yeah, it should become a joke. And I feel like everything in our generation is just a running joke. Like once upon a time, niggas used to laugh at Future. And then Future became the biggest artist in hip hop. It's like, so did his music get better?
With the deepest, y'all don't really hear it. He said
yeah,
the deepest
like,
shit.
And then people, that was a joke.
Yeah.
Oh, he said deepest shit. He said a cat wearing a hat. And niggas be like, yo, that's funny. And then niggas go listen to that song, and then it becomes more popular, and then it's like, oh shit, yeah, and it's like, now everybody sound like Future. Okay, so we just running jokes now. But it's like, certain shit is like, yeah, but niggas' real life depend on this. So it's like, yeah, you can listen to who you want, but like, now y'all voting for presidents based off of this. Like, now, like, kids get separated from their parents because of it, like, because y'all niggas think everything is a joke. Okay, cool. Y'all be talking about waves? I done built my own river. I'm over here, so, you know.
And you feel, also we talk about, speak on like sheep behavior. You feel a lot of people are sheep and they do sheepish type shit. You want to be a wolf, you want to be a sheep, Jake. You know?
Exactly. Man, listen, movies be giving us a lot of shit that we need
Especially
to hear.
Denzel movies.
Especially Denzel. You know what I mean? But we don't be trying to hear it, or we don't take it serious or whatever. Like, so to me, it's just one of them things, like, looking at how people move. Like, even with your album, let's go We Are Alive. You can make the exact same album, nothing different. Literally, if Meek was like, I signed Q, and he made this album, fire. It's like, so is the album really fire? Or is it just like, what somebody who's of stature cosigns makes it fire? It's like, so what do we really, no time waiting for a cosign. I can use my own mind. Yeah, you know the line, like, I can think on my own. Like, I don't got time to be waiting. Oh, yeah, that's cool. So, that, all right, cool. Like, I go create my own clothes, and then I go places, and people like, yo, that shit fly. I be like, damn, I thought of this. And then I made it happen, and people actually like it so much so they'll spend their money to wear it, too. Wow. So I don't just got to wear Gucci because y'all said it was hot. I don't got to go just wear Yeezy because y'all said it was hot. I can make my own shit.
I remember one time you said you had to stop. I forgot what we were talking about, but you had to stop yourself from reading the information or the takes about it before. Because you like, I didn't even formulate my own thought about it before everybody was bombarded and shit.
And honestly, this is something I want to pass on to everybody in general. Like, when we read, one, like, we got to stop reading captions and creating opinions. That's the first thing. Like, if you're going to have an opinion about something, you got to go, clips. Like, you got to get the whole information. That's first. Second, too, to your point, I think people, I don't even know the correct way to phrase it. But if you're going to have an opinion about something, right? Totally entitled to that opinion. But, like, opinions turn into debates, right? Debates are healthy. Now we building. You think Steph is the best. I think Kobe is the best. We giving comparisons. Why? Eventually we get to an understanding of like, oh, even if we agree to disagree, I can respect your opinion now. Some people, like, literally, like, Jay-Z could just come and be like, nah, Willie Green the best. And that was his tweet. And niggas be like, yeah, because Hov did the research, because Hov got millions of dollars, so he must have paid people. It's like, just because you got a PhD in math don't mean you get to tell me 2 + 2 = 5. I'm not rolling. I got fingers. You know what I'm saying? So just that kind of thing. Like, I think that's just sheep behavior too. That it's just like people just going to take people at their word, or just that's what was said. That must be true, and that's how it is. And now you forge your whole opinion off of that. And it's like, but that world never really existed. Like that shit don't exist. So.
And back to the other point about artists and cosign shit like that. That's always been. That's why I like, and I've always, since I started the podcast, I like, giving it up to niggas that are not stars yet, whatever. Because it's like, no, like, I think you're talented right now. You are talented. And to me, it ain't nothing I see out in the fucking mainstream shit that says you far off from talented. Like I get like if anybody else on my album, if someone else put a different budget behind them, a different platform behind them, I can yeah, you'll be a star. There's a lot of niggas
the only difference between an unsigned rapper and a signed rapper is that somebody trusts your talent enough to spend their money first. It's literally the only difference. So it's just like it's nothing to do with the music. Yeah,
and one of my visions has always been, and it will be one day, is I feel a lot of people they like to slight emerging talent or slight upcoming stars, where they be like, oh yeah, like I use them for what they are. But once I elevate it, well, fuck y'all niggas, I'm over here now. And, I know a lot of people like to say that about like Meek's career or whatever. Like DC1, bunch of Philly talent. From then on, not much Philly talent, whatever. Cause the network expanded, the connection expanded. Now I can use it now. Khaled, I feel that's where Khaled went astray. Before he used to have Trick Daddy, Pitbull, and Ross. They were accessible in Miami, whatever. Right. T-Pain, Akon, all them niggas, whatever. And he had put Wayne on there sometimes, whatever. But then once the budget started going, Drake,
Bieber.
We like these. No, even before the Bieber shit, it was still like, Drake. We gonna Jeezy. Are we gonna put Jeezy with Meek, with a Ace Hood, or like with a Kendrick, Wiz, and then Trey Songz, or shit like that, whatever. Yeah, Currency. You still meshing it as you elevate though. You gotta bring the top to the bottom, because that is a refreshing look. I haven't heard these people, because there's different pockets of the shit like that, whatever. And now once you keep going to the top, you're like, I'm only doing Bieber songs now. Like I'm just putting niggas together at the top for no fucking reason. Why is Bieber on song Quavo? Literally makes no sense, whatever.
Yeah.
And Chance
the rapper.
Like it just makes no sense. I'm gonna keep sprinkling Wayne on here for no fucking reason or whatever. So I always envision once I elevate whatever to a certain degree, I would love to have Meek on a song with anybody else on my album, whatever. I'm not gonna be like, oh, I can get Meek now? Fuck it. I'm calling up Quavo, 2 Chainz. No. Are niggas talented or not? I feel people lose that perspective when they get caught up in the sheep behavior, the co-sign. Oh no, now I can elevate. Fuck all them niggas. No. Talent is talent, and let talent meet talent, whatever. So more great shit can come about, whatever. Because you said only that's different is the budget.
Yeah.
And you give talented niggas more budgets, more shit gonna happen, whatever. You keep, neglecting it, whatever. It's how more jaded niggas happen and more shit don't be happening. Niggas don't be connecting, and then, it'd be weird, whatever. Everybody should be more forthcoming with respect and genuine energy and, expression. Talent is talent. It is what it is, whatever.
And, I think, what we want the culture to be? We want the culture to be the most popular, or we want the culture to be like the people who really fulfill their lane. You know what I'm saying? Like imagine, I got a good example, right? Imagine you got your master's in accounting, you got your PhD in accounting, right? And you applying for this accounting firm and blah, 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 and you qualify, overly qualified, whatever. This is one you really want to work at for many reasons. And then they like, oh, Colin Kaepernick can't get a job, so we gonna make him an accountant. No, we can't hire you. You gonna be like, wait, what? But he's not an accountant. Like, that's how I feel hearing niggas rap. Like, I'll be like, it's music at the end of the day. You can make a good sound, but I'm just like, nah. Not everybody's meant to be a rapper. Like, some people are meant to be a manager. Some niggas meant to be a backup singer. Just play your role. Like, stay in your lane. You gonna avoid traffic.
Or I just like to say, we need to balance it out a little bit more again, whatever. And, there can be these lanes over here, but, like you said, because there's so much, this shit can start clogging other lanes. No, leave these lanes over here. Let's open up some more lanes in the middle. Have some shit over here. Because, again, I bring up, like, who are the next, not to be cliche, but who is the next Drake, Cole, Kendrick, Big Sean, Wale type niggas? Like, niggas that can really rap and going to be stars. All niggas I thought was going to be stars that can really rap, not but to be stars no more. So it's like, who are these next niggas for real? Like, they of course, there are niggas out there that can still rap, but are they going to be stars?
That's
I can't really name it.
Too, is like, but who's the package? You know what I'm saying? Like, who has the style? Who has the look? Who has the personality?
The engagement.
Yeah, who has the engagement? Like, that was my thing. Like, I feel like back, like when people used to sign people in other generations, they'd be like, do you got everything else? I could make you a star. Now it's like, are you a star? I could do everything else. It's like, yeah, but that's ass backwards. Like, that doesn't make sense. You know what I mean? So It's just like, yo, do you have the talent? Do you have the hunger? Do you really want to be this? Is this really what you're passionate about? Yes, I can make you a star. Now it's just like, do you got 100,000 followers? All right, cool. Yo, I got this beat that I ain't used. I can write this shit for you. You can rap this for 100,000. We good. Like, what are we doing? So.
Did you enjoy yourself today, sir?
Of course, man. Always appreciate you having me on here. Anytime you have me on here.
Cool. So, mention anything you want to promote? Priceless, all that shit.
Yep. Priceless available right now. blackisart.com. $101. You get the whole bundle. You get select merchandise. Also, the album will be available everywhere on streaming services January 1st, 2020. So you can just stream it. Support black business. Support people that's passionate about what they're doing, whether it's rap or not, and just stay true to yourself. You know what I mean? A wise man once told me, you can't have value on anything unless you feel like you priceless. So, priceless.
And that's a bar. RightonQuelive, talk about it. We out.